Tasha is an inspiration. She's a mentor. She's a miracle. She's a mom. She's a leader. She goes around and she listens to people. When you share about cancer, you can text her. She calls you. She talks to you. She cares. She listens, and and she has good information and good advice to give back to you. And her heart and soul, she's spiritual. I love her, and I just can't say enough wonderful things about her. And you're a miracle. So I'm going to give you Tasha.
Okay. Good evening, and thank you guys. Thank you all for roughing it out today for one of the best causes I could have ever come across in 2017. Again, my name is Tasha Champion. I'm a certified master life coach, and I specialize in helping women to fulfillment in where they want to go with their life, with self-love, authentic happiness, spiritual growth, and just life purpose. So I take women from where they are to where they desire to be. And I am also a cancer family coach. So I help families go through this journey, teaching them how to live through cancer, teaching caregivers how to care for themselves as they are caring for someone else. 3 years ago, the day before my 36th birthday, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. As Debbie was saying, I am BRCA1 positive, which means that I carry the gene that makes me high risk for breast and/or ovarian cancer. I was at an 87% likely chance to be diagnosed. So with the history of my family, my mother also having been a survivor, and several aunts and cousins that had been diagnosed, me and my sisters, along with my mom, decided that we would have radical breast mastectomies and remove all of our reproductive organs to try to just really reduce the risk of cancer. Well, during my surgery, they found the cancer already growing, not just for me, but for my sister 2 weeks prior to me as well. So while I went into the hospital to become a previvor, I left the hospital a survivor. And thank you. That began the journey of becoming a cancer survivor and what that really meant, what that entailed. And what I found is that you have to learn how to live through this disease. So many people, unfortunately, the minute they hear you have cancer, they start to emotionally and mentally plan their funeral, but before they ever plan to live through this, before they ever plan that they can actually survive this. And so what my mission and my goal is just to really touch lives, inspire people to understand that even if ultimately you gain your wings, you lived through cancer. You never let cancer stop you from living. You never let cancer stop you from doing the things that you love, the things that you like to do, from being with family and friends, because that's something that cancer cannot take away from you. It cannot take away your love. It can't take away your spirit. It can't take away your smile. It can't take away the joy that you have in your life, the people that want to love you, the people that support you. Cancer can't take that away from you. So I encourage you, each of you, whether you are going through treatment right now, whether you are a survivor, whether you're newly diagnosed, to know that you can always live through this. You are powerful and strong enough to live through this. You are powerful and strong enough to take someone's hand and say, you matter, you can live through this. I am here to support you. I am here to love on you. This is not your end. Cancer cannot take you away from the love and the joy that's in your heart. Thank you. My son was a guest speaker at a camp that he attends called Camp Kesem, and it's a camp for children whose parents have had cancer. And he began his speech by talking about what Camp Kesem meant to him, and the word that he used was togetherness. And that is what I feel about Relay. So when my son said that, it resonated with me. So I'm kind of like stealing a little bit of his speech, which is perfectly fine. I gave birth to him. So, But that is what relay is. When you walk onto any Relay for Life field, whether it's a park, whether it's a gym, it doesn't matter. You immediately feel the love and the presence and the support that people are there to give you. You get to witness that this community can come together and love on you. This community can come together, put on the gloves, and fight with you. That is what Relay is about. I didn't know anything about Relay when I was diagnosed. I didn't know much about the American Cancer Society. I was asked in 2017 to be a survivor speaker, and I said yes. But when I actually got there, and trust me, I had no intentions on ever walking, because that's what they told me you do. I had no intentions. I thought I was just going to show up, speak, and leave. When I showed up and I saw all of those people that had come to support people that had gone through what I had gone through, to love on people, I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I knew from that moment forth, I would be a Relay for Life for life. Like, I would always show up, whether I'm asked to drive somewhere, whether I'm asked to just come speak, whether I'm asked to just show up and do a flip or just do a cartwheel or just celebrate, whatever I have to do to let someone know who stands where I once stood, that they can get through it. That's where I want to be. And that is what Relay for Life gives you. That is what the people in the community allows you to feel. So I encourage you, I applaud you for each showing up, each being here. If tonight you have celebrated someone who has gotten their wings, who has transitioned on into their forever life, I honor you for honoring them. And they're with you today. Their presence is with you. I know as you guys lit up the field, every light symbolized a heart. Every light symbolized a heart that lights up bright for you, a light that will never die inside of you because you are living and surviving for that person. And I know that they are cheerful and they are applauding your effort to continue this fight. Thank you for being fighters. Thank you for being courageous. Thank you for standing with us. Thank you for putting on the boxing gloves and fighting with us. We will win this fight. I meet cancer patients, I want to say probably several times a month, working in a doctor's office. And every time I look at them, it makes me fight stronger. It makes me fight harder. It makes me fight tougher. I feel like I could knock down Mike Tyson. That's how much strength I feel like we have when we get together and say, we will fight against cancer. Your relaying doesn't end tonight. What will you do tomorrow that starts the fundraising for the next Relay for Life? What will you do tomorrow to bring a new person to the next Relay? What will you do tomorrow that will make a difference, that will make Relay bigger and more grand? When they raise the roof on the next fundraiser, how will you show up? How will you participate? How will you say, I'm here, I'm standing in the trenches, what are we going to do to raise more, to give more, to fund more, and just bring more people in as a community? Because I can guarantee you, as I always say, if you come to Relay, you will always come to Relay. If you bring someone, they will always come to Relay. It is a feeling that you will always want to feel. My children know this is not the time to ask me if we can go somewhere or do something. This is Relay season. And as long as it is Relay season, you know where I am. And when they come with me, they love it. So they love to see the support. Thank you again for showing up. Thank you for being here into the cold air, because I know it was a beautiful night and now it's cold and you guys are still here. And that matters to someone like me. It matters to every survivor. It matters to every single caregiver. Continue the fight. Continue the strength. Continue your beauty. Continue your joy. Continue your happiness, because that is something that cancer cannot and will not take away from you.